President of the Hijra Foundation, MP Mehriban Aliyeva, arrived at Imam Reza Mosque in Bina settlement of the Khazar district and met local residents. Ahund of the mosque, Haji Hassan, thanked President of the Hijra Foundation on behalf of Bina residents for the projects implemented in the settlement. Mehriban Aliyeva said the works done are aimed at providing people comfortable living conditions. Further, she had a look at the project of Imam Reza Mosque, reconstructed at the initiative of the Hijra Foundation after the appeals of the elderly of Bina settlement. Mehriban Aliyeva was told that the mosque built in the 90s of the last century was in disrepair and needed to be reconstructed. A lot of work has been done with a major repair work started in September last year. Separate praying rooms were created for men and women. The roof, minaret, dome and facade have been renewed. In the next stage, service rooms will be created and artists will work on the interior designing. The reconstruction works will be completed in May this year. Then President of the Hijra Foundation, Mehriban Aliyeva, arrived at nursery kindergarten number 285 in Bina settlement. The MP was told that the kindergarten had never undergone reconstruction since it was built in 1986. Refugees and IDP families from Nagorno-Karabakh were settled here in 1993. This year they have been given new flats. There are 4 groups of kids under 6 at the kindergarten, but disrepair of the building was a big obstacle in its activity. It is the only kindergarten in the area, and a new building will be built by the Hijra Foundation, taking into account the growing need in this facility. Mehriban Aliyeva gave him recommendations on the quality of the works to be realized here. Later the same day, President of the Hijra Foundation, Mehriban Aliyeva, met with residents of the settlement and asked about their problems. The residents expressed thanks to President Ilham Aliyev and First Lady Mehriban Aliyeva for the care shown. Then Mehriban Aliyeva has been to the area where a new 2-storied kindergarten is being constructed, which will be put into operation in September this year. The kindergarten will be supplied with all necessary equipment and technical means. Azerbaijan's First Lady Mehriban Aliyeva also visited boarding school number 2 for hearing impaired children in Shuvelan. Examining the conditions created here, President of the Hijra Foundation was briefed. The boarding school was built in 1963 and there are 130 children here currently. MP Mehriban Aliyeva gave recommendations on reconstruction of the boarding school. Then Azerbaijan's First Lady met with the settlement residents and had sincere conversation with them. President of the Hijra Foundation, MP Mehriban Aliyeva, then arrived at the Republican Special Boarding School number 4 for disabled and deprived of parental care children. Here, Azerbaijan's First Lady was informed that 136 children studied at the boarding school built in 1964. This institution is also in disrepair and it needed major reconstruction badly. President of the Hijra Foundation said this boarding school would also be reconstructed. It should be noted that infant school number 246 in Khazar region's Buzovna settlement is in the similar condition. Examining the conditions here, Mehriban Aliyeva was told that the kindergarten built in 1985 and never repaired capitally before is specialized for children between 2 and 6 years in Azerbaijan and Russian department. The 2-storied building does not have heating. Thereby, the kindergarten with an area over 6,000 square meters is not appropriate for use. The Hijra Foundation plans to reconstruct this kindergarten as well. In this connection, President of the Hijra Foundation, Mehriban Aliyeva, gave her instructions to carry out reconstruction operations on high level and to supply the kindergarten with all necessary visual and technical aids.